Phantom Limb Gamer in the hizzy. I'm Patrick. Playing some Resident Evil today. It's FrEaKy Friday, so it's gonna be survival horror. We'll see how far I get. This game takes a little while to beat. It's a great game. In terms of survival horror, by far my favorite series. And I can't recall Resident Evil 4, and actually Resident Evil 4 I think is a favorite amongst a lot of the Resident Evil fans. I didn't really care for it. It was just a little bit too different for me. But the original one, I remember I was at a friend's apartment when the original first came out for the PlayStation, and he wanted to show it to me. I'd never heard of Resident Evil before. I never even saw game previews for it, which is funny because usually at that time I was up to date on my video games. For whatever reason, I didn't know about this one. He shut all the lights in the apartment off, closed the curtain going out to his balcony, the sliding glass door going out to his balcony, and then he popped this baby in, and man, I remember the first time seeing the first zombie. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And like the opening, like this is like a movie opening. It's really cool. Of course, the acting. The acting is really cheesy, but uh-oh. That's so cool. The original, first time playing it, I was so mesmerized by it because it's literally like playing in a movie. And I remember the difficulty level. I remember the character development as you play along in the game. Collecting the different weapons, collecting the different items that you need. The bosses in the game. It's just all very cool, you know. Uh-oh, Brad took off. Oh, Chris Wesker. Enter the survival horror. Gotta find Chris. God, when I first played it, I had no idea what to do in this game. Like, because this mansion is so big, and like, even after you get out of the mansion, there's just so much to do in this game, and to know when to do it. I guess the game does a pretty good job of leading you along the story, it does its best not to get you too lost. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what you're supposed to do. At least I think so. Oh, you don't say, Barry. Nothing has passed him. I mean, the acting in this one is really cheesy, but I remember the original and how horribly cheesy that it was. It was a lot more cheesier than this. Like it's like a whole different cheese level. This part here, like when I first played this, like seeing this first zombie, that was the coolest thing ever. I really liked how PlayStation or Sony or Capcom, whoever, I think it was Capcom that made the game, how they emphasized the look on the zombie. And they show the face here of Kenneth getting eaten alive. It's a monster! Barry and his Colt revolver, that's a sweet gun. In my progress. You're not supposed to leave the hall. And you're looking for Wesker. Oh, is there something over here? We're supposed. There's only so many places you can be. I don't understand. Like, don't leave the hallway, but go look for him. Pretty sure there was enough echo in order for him to hear you. In the original, he's like, "You, the master of unlocking." Get my map. Okay. I love this game. I pretty sure Resident Evil also was kind of the beginning of like like created that survival horror, the survival horror genre. That's what I like about it. Now, Silent Hill did come out around the same time, I believe, but it might have been after Resident Evil. I just don't quite remember. That's one thing. That's one change I'm glad they made between this game and the original is the defensive items. Because my goodness, do they come in helpful? Oh, wrong way. Oh, kind of pointless. I want to get that dagger only to use it right away. Oh well. What can you do? I really like the sequels they did for this game too. Um, I didn't care for the fourth one, like I said, but like Resident Evil 2 was really good. Resident Evil 2 is probably one of, if not my favorite. Well, I like this one a lot. Resident Evil 2 was definitely my second favorite. Not gonna take that right now. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was pretty fun too. The remake, I didn't care for the remake. It was too short. The Resident Evil 2 remake I thought was really, really good. Um, I thought they did a good job on that remake. And I like the idea of, come on, of playing with two different characters. I thought that was really neat. And each one had their own storyline. Nemesis, the original Nemesis was fun, but the remake, I guess I had higher expectations for it. I don't know. I will, in fact, take that. I'll take these as well. Okay. Okay. I just love the eerie feeling. The original was fun. I didn't like the controls. Controls are just really weird, and I'm not sure why they did the controls like they did. And actually, if you've never played the remake, they give you the option of actually having like changing the controls to how the game was originally played, and the controls are just really weird to me. Much better in the remake. The remake, they're actually normal. Oops. Yeah, these controls are weird on the Switch anyway. Thought this was cool going down here. And I like that it's they did a remake of the original, but they didn't keep it exactly the same. They changed some things. I think the different changes they made were pretty cool. Yes, I will remove. Book of Curses. More masks. So if you've never played the remake, the you have to collect these 4 masks and you put it on the statues behind me, and that's how you move on to the next part of the game. Then there's like monster comes out of that casket. Every time you put a mask on, one of the chains breaks. And then when you put the last mask on, the coffin falls, and then the monster comes out, or the creature, whatever, that you have to kill. I will, in fact, take the shotgun shells. Alright, so I got my first key. Now we can do some stuff. Okay. I'm gonna have to drop some stuff off at the item box. I think I'm full. I think it's right out here, though. think he's dead. Okay. Good. It's such a cool concept for a game, and then you got the item boxes you can stock your stuff in. It's just really neat. Save that. Oops. Again, if you're new to the, if you've never played the remake, when you kill these zombies, this is different than the original. You have to burn them. If you don't burn them, they come back to life later on, and then you're really screwed. Should I take that with me? Oh, no. I'll come back in this room. I guess I don't need these. Oh, I can't go through that way. Shoot. Well, I can go back this way, though. I gotta go back in that other room. Hey, Sir Spencer told me I had something. Oh yeah, this is. That's how I get the. This is. It helps me get the other key. Oh. Look. Actually, drop some stuff off. All right, let's see. Now I'm gonna drop this off. Yeah, I like this idea of first I'll get burn myself. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. I thought that's kind of a cool concept, having to burn them. Again, if you don't burn them, eventually turn into super zombies. They get up and they just run right at you. If you've ever seen the movie, the remake of Dawn of the Dead, that's like that. It's right here. I need that. I'll just take my. I'm gonna save that one. Oops. That one. Okay. The other part that I'm not very good at this game is knowing what items to bring with me and when. I always end up bringing items accidentally that I don't need, and then I have too many items. And then, of course, you don't have any inventory space for things that you need. There we go. All right. I think I can get. Nope, can't get in there yet. Hey, King Coom, how are you? I just started, really. Um, I just got the first key, the armor key, or no, I'm sorry, the sword key. So yeah, I just started. How are you today? I should mention this is a just a very casual walkthrough. You're well, good. Good to hear. You a big Resident Evil fan? Do you have a favorite one? Oh, the original. Did you ever play? I'm assuming a lot of people like four. I just I don't know. Four was just different to me. I didn't. It was okay, but probably my least favorite. I didn't. I'm not gonna say I hate it because I didn't hate it, but definitely my least favorite. Um, I'm assuming you played the original Resident Evil, or the I'm sorry, excuse me, the Resident Evil remake. Did you ever play the original Resident Evil for the original PlayStation? A Sega Saturn. Wow. You still have a Saturn? That's pretty cool. I never owned a Saturn. I've had just about every game system. I've never had a Sega Saturn though. the roof. That sucks. He stole your Sega Saturn? You were the kid that picked all the wrong systems? Virtual Boy. Oh wow. You used to have you do you still have it? It's probably, I mean, it's terrible as it was, it's probably worth money. Yeah, the Virtual Boy was terrible. I think it lasted like less than a year, probably. Oh, you did. Good for you. So you probably at least got back what you paid for it. Yeah, I know. It's like 11 games and they're all equally terrible. Like causing seizures, like all red, right? Like just like what the heck? See if I can remember exactly where to go. Yeah, did you have all of them? And a headache machine. Yeah, it definitely was a headache machine. Did you have the tennis game and Wario was good? I never even. I don't remember if I ever even played a Virtual Boy. I just remember hearing about. I think I had a friend that had it. Um, I don't think I ever had one. Oh, locked from the other side. I'm trying to remember where to go here. It's been a while since I played this. Super awkward. Yeah. Wasn't it like on a stand or something? And you put your head up to the thing. I'm trying to remember exactly how it was played. I never had a Sega Saturn. I had a friend that had it, and you put on the yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna kill this guy. I never had a Sega Saturn. I had a friend. I don't remember if he had a Sega Saturn or the Sega. I don't Sega CD, but Saturn was the Sega was a cool system, just in general. Sega. I had a Genesis. I had the Master System. Saturn being a failure, bit of a blessing in disguise. Wow. Did they make a lot of games for the Saturn? I don't remember. A lot of PS1 ports. That's cool. Oops. I used to have a Sega Genesis. I had a. Did you ever have a Sega Dreamcast? I really liked the Dreamcast. They had some pretty decent games too on there. PS2 was good though. There was nothing wrong with the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 was a good system. They had a lot of good games. Later. I remember playing was it Final Fantasy X for the PlayStation 2? My goodness, that was a fun game. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan though, so never played. Are you a Final Fantasy fan? in here. Yeah, Final Fantasy X was pretty good. The only thing that really kind of annoyed me about it was you can't like fast forward through all the cutscenes, and some of the cutscenes are like ridiculously long. So that got kind of annoying, but the game itself was fantastic. It had a great storyline. Um, did you ever play Final Fantasy VII? Oops, wrong way. Oh, I remember that. Which one was Metal Gear Solid 4? Was that Guns of the Patriots? Yeah. I actually liked the game. I don't remember the cutscenes though. Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was it was like watching a movie. Like you had all the cutscenes and like the end cutscene itself was like an entire movie, man. Yeah, the game was good. Metal Gear in general. I really like the original. Did you ever play the original one for Nintendo? I don't know. I don't know what age you are, so I don't know if you've played the original or how much of the original Nintendo you played. Um, what's MSX? Oh, you're okay. So yeah, you grew up in that. You definitely grew up in that genre in that generation, like the Nintendo. What is MSX? I don't know if I know what MSX is. Japanese Commodore 64. I never played the Commodore 64. They had a port of that version of Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Anything else? What other systems have you played, King Koom? Or what other systems have you played or owned? Mostly PC. Okay. Yeah, I used to own. Man, I'm 41, and I used to. Our family, we had PC and PS. Oh, that's cool. Our family owned the Intellivision. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Intellivision. We had that. We had Yeah, we had the Intellivision. We had ColecoVision. Um, oh yeah, the Atari 2600. Okay, that's cool. Um, the Intellivision was cool. I used to play these games all the time. There was two favorite games I had. One was Pitfall, like the original Pitfall, and one was Frog Bog. Frog Bog was stupid but entertaining. Basically, yeah, yeah, you're just jumping from lily pad to lily pad. Yeah, it's kind of a dumb concept, but God, it entertained me so much. I thought I burned this guy. Maybe not. Now I did. We used to have we had Nintendo. We were basically like the most popular kid on the block. I have There was me, and then I had four brothers, and no, I'm not using the two controllers. Like, I can't. That was that's the one thing I did not like about the original. I didn't like the controls. Burn this guy. Oops. So what kind of PC games do you play? Do you have a favorite genre? Warhammer 2? I never played Warhammer. I just recently... I've never been a big PC gamer. I've always been a console gamer. But I recently got a gaming PC. Because when you do... I don't know if you stream on Twitch, but the capture card requires quite a bit of power, so I went and got a gaming laptop for that reason. So now I'm like opening myself up to all these things I never really tried before, like emulators. Oh my goodness, I've downloaded emulators, so I got basically every Nintendo game I've ever wanted. Um, and I got a buddy of mine that gave me a whole bunch of free, like he showed me all these different emulators for like arcade games. So I got like all these midway, like old school, like arcade games, which is really cool. That's not where I wanted to go. I got a Super Nintendo emulator. He had like a Nintendo Wii emulator, so like I've got like every Nintendo Wii game I could ever want. Um, so yeah, it's like, and emulators have been around for a long, long time, and I'm just now like using them, and I don't know why I didn't before, but I suppose it's because I was never a PC gamer before. I'm gonna burn some more zombies so I don't get attacked by super zombies. So what exactly? So Warhammer. So I've got it on relaxing difficulty. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm just getting reacclimated to it. I just started on Twitch, so like I haven't really done any of the like the personal bests or speed runs or anything like that. Once I do this more and figure out how to do that other stuff, I'll probably up the difficulty level. Like I'm a real casual gamer. Like sometimes, depending on the game, I'll do a harder difficulty level. But I haven't played this game in a long time, so just kind of get reacclimated to it. If that makes sense. Yeah. So with Warhammer, what do you do in Warhammer? What's the purpose of the game, or what's the object of the game, I should say? Is it like a multi online multiplayer game too? Like do you kind of like EverQuest like that, where you have other people that play online too at the same time you are? Oh, great. Oops. Oh, I just blew that guy's head off. That was pretty cool. Different factions have different goals. I see. Have you ever played EverQuest? I didn't even know EverQuest was still a thing until I started on Twitch. Like, there's still people that play it. So, move around on the battlefield. You have to maintain your economic output. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another one I never played. I never played World of Warcraft, and I know there's a whole. I mean, that's a whole like. There's World of Warcraft. And they got all sorts of like expansions and everything. I thought about getting into it. Let's see. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. The dog. Or dog. A little late to get into. In terms of because like is it not as popular anymore? Like not a lot of people play it. I haven't heard anything about WoW in like a long time, and it used to be like all over the like you heard about it all over the place, TV and every all my friends talked about it. And they even made a movie, a World of Warcraft movie, and it seems like after the movie, like you'd never really heard of it. It just kind of fell off the face of the earth. Get off of me. It's a theme park? That's different. Where is the theme park? Oh, the game design. Gotcha. I thought you meant they did like a World of Warcraft theme park. Got it. I was just like an actual. It wouldn't surprise me if they did a World of Warcraft theme park. I mean, they have. I mean, they got a movie for goodness sake. So in Warhammer, do you like level up your characters too? Now you have lords and legendary lords.
No, God! No,
thanks for the
God,
follow.
please, no!
Appreciate it,
No! No! No!
Lords and legendary. Right on drink. That's pretty cool. I also see like, and I don't know if this has anything to do with the game. Like, there's people that have like these little Warhammer like figures. Like, is it like a board game too or something that you can play? Oh, the tabletop game doesn't exist anymore. Oh, I see. Did you ever play the tabletop game? Oh, okay. What's the difference between Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 40K? I might have to get into this Warhammer. It sounds pretty cool. Oh, space fit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd get into the space one. I'm not really big into like space and sci-fi. Definitely probably the medieval one though. That sounds cool. You have to have a pretty powerful PC. I've got, I'd say decent. It's a gaming laptop. It's got a pretty nice graphic card. I know that. Well, I don't think I meant to go in here. I do. I have an SSD, 512 gigabyte SSD drive. I know SSDs like I don't know a lot about computers, but I know SSDs like so much faster than whatever the alternative is. I forget the alternative. I want to go this way. Yeah, that's like the big difference between the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. Is the PlayStation 5, if I remember correctly, has a solid state hard drive, whereas the PlayStation 4 doesn't. And it annoys me because every time you have to run an update on the PlayStation 4, it takes for freaking ever. Ah, take that. Okay, I think he's dead. I forget what's in here. Let's read this stuff. Right now. So do you play your PlayStation 3 still? Or you just mainly do your PC now? So that would mean like again, I'm kind of new to the world of PCs. I've always been a console gamer. So excuse my ignorance, but that's kind of like modded so you can play other games on it, right? Like you can load other games out where you've loaded other games on it. That's cool. What games do you like to play on your PlayStation 3? Do you have any favorites? Ratchet and Clank. Those are pretty fun. They just had one come out for the PS5. Or they have another. I should say there's a new one coming out for the PS5. Oh, there's a dagger. Like platforms a lot. Have you ever played any of the Mega Man games? I love Mega Man. Mega Man 2 is probably one of my favorite, all-time favorite, not just NES games, but video games of all time. But Mega Man in general is probably my favorite gaming series. I'm just gonna shoot this guy. I gotta find the shotgun. If I can remember where the shotgun is. Or the Super Mario games. I'm assuming you probably like, if you like platform games. It doesn't get much more platform than Super Mario. The hall by the bathroom. Yeah, I remember that. I'm just trying to remember how to get there. It's been a really long time since I played this. I've been playing. I played the second one, the remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, a lot, and then I played the third one, the Nemesis. And I gotta say, I don't know if you've ever played the Resident Evil 3 remake or the second one. The second one's pretty good. The third remake was very disappointing, in my opinion. What do I want to do here? I gotta go back eventually and burn those zombies. Well, I guess I better not take anything. I might need a open inventory spot. It must be this way, huh? Oh, okay, good. Yes, discard it. I remember the first time when I played this on the original PlayStation. When these dogs came crashing through, scared the ever living crap out of me. There's a flip here somewhere. Oh, a dagger. Okay, that's good too. Yeah, those liquors, man. Oh, those liquors are brutal. I hated them. I think there's. Oh, there it is. I thought there was. Do you stream on Twitch at all, King Coom? Oh, it's over here. The shotgun is. But I have the broken one. I think it's in this room, isn't it? Really? I'll follow you. Do you have a lot of followers? I just started, so I like, as you probably saw, I don't have a lot of followers yet, anyway. 27. It's more than I have. I'm like, I think you're number 19. I'll follow you though. Once I'm done here, I'll look you up. Much do my girlfriend is at her place and drawing, and her friends around, or I am. May I ask, do you live here in the States, or what state do you live in, or? Oh, yeah, Corona's really done a number on everybody. Sorry to hear that, man. What did you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking. And life insurance? Okay. Is that something? Is that a field you've worked in for a long time? Oh, 5 years. That's cool. It's so monotonous. I can imagine. But you can make. I've got friends that are that sell insurance for a living, and they make pretty good. You can make pretty good money doing it if you can sell. I mean, yeah, I actually attempted to sell insurance. Oh, and when I say attempted, I went to the class to try to get licensed. So I did like a class for like a week or so, whatever it was, and I failed miserably. And I took the exam twice. it was that was not good. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, I needed to use this, huh? Understood. Get in here. Oh, I get like a emblem or something in here. Oh, I don't remember the. Do you remember how this goes, King Coom? Like I have to like do the pictures in a certain order, right? Do you remember the order you do these in? It's from birth to death. Okay. I think you're right. I gotta be careful not to run because these stupid crows will attack you. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this. I don't remember the order you go in. Gotta kill those. I'm gonna come across those stupid super zombies because I didn't burn them fast enough. Let's see what's out here. I think the plant food's out here. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh, this is where I put the emblem in. That's right. Oh, let's see here. I think this goes to that first storage area. Oh, Barry was in here. Ooh, he left me lots of stuff. He left me a note too. Did you ever, hey King Kumit, did you ever see any of the Resident Evil movies? I didn't think the first one was that bad. It just doesn't really. They don't really. They just really don't follow any sort of a resemblance of a Resident Evil storyline, other than the zombies. That's like pretty much it. But they're doing a. I don't know if you know about this, but they're doing a series on Netflix, an animated Resident Evil series. At first, from what I understand, it was supposed to be live action, and I think they changed it. Oops. I gotta organize it. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of the original series on Netflix. Um, I'm a big Cobra Kai fan. Did you ever, have you watched Cobra Kai yet? Were you a fan of? Did you? I'm assuming. I guess I shouldn't assume, but have you seen the original Karate Kid movies? Oops. Well, if you like the original Karate Kid movies, you'll probably really like Cobra Kai. It's really good because they bring back the original characters. Like they bring back more and more. Like season one, of course, had Daniel and Johnny, and then season two they brought in kind of, yeah, kind like John, yeah, kind of. Um, he like Daniel, like he owns a car dealership, and Johnny's just kind of doing odd jobs to kind of stay afloat and to kind of make ends meet. And he keeps seeing like, and they live in the same city, so he keeps seeing like all these billboards for LaRusso Auto, and it drives him nuts because of course they were arch nemesis is like in the Karate Kid movies. But the thing I really like about it, it's just a lot. So the movies were they had like a big cheese factor to it, right? Like they're really cheesy, like wholesome and whatever. But the remake or not the remake, excuse me, the series adds a bit of like it's edgier. It's a lot edgier, and it's more instead of like PG, it's more PG-13, I guess you could say, and in some cases might even border on R rating. Um, Although R rating or mature audiences or whatever you want to call it, you can get away with a lot before it's considered that. I think I'm gonna save it here, but it's a lot edgier than the movies, and they bring back characters like not just the character, but the actor that played the character. They did that in the series two, or in the second. Excuse me, not series two. In the second season, and then in the third season, they even brought back more. And it was really really neat to see that because it's got a lot of nostalgia feel to it, especially if you like the original movies. Um, but it's really good. Like in the first season, there's two particular parts that, and one of them was like in the first episode, I think it was, that you're just like, whoa, that's so cool, and give it a watch. At least the first season, I thought like the first three seasons they just get progressively better in my opinion. Like first, the season one was really good, and then season two they added some more stuff to it. Like they brought back some characters, and so it made it really good too. And in season three, they bring back even more characters, and it was just really cool to see it. And then in season four, which they're casting for right now, they're gonna, from what I understand, they're gonna even bring back some more characters from the original series. So it's really really neat. And you'd think, well, Mr. Miyagi's not in it because obviously Pat Morita passed away like in the early 2000s, but there's a lot of references to him in it, and they do a lot of like flashbacks to the when Daniel like thinks back on things or he reminisces. They show like parts of the original movie as he's thinking back in his memory. So it's really cool how they tie together the actual movie series and then the TV show. Like they tie it together very well. They make it part of they make the original movies a part of the show, and it really works well how they do it. But if you haven't watched it, I definitely at least watch the first season. You'll probably get hooked. I got hooked right away. Then again, I'm a huge fan of the original, so yeah, I would definitely, like I said, at least the first season. I'll tell you what though, Cancun, I'm gonna save it again here now that I refilled my canteen. I'm gonna take a little break. I have some things I need to tend to, but I'm gonna come back. Um, Thank you for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate that. Before I jump on here, I'm gonna jump on probably another hour or so. I'll look you up and I'll give you a follow because I think it's important that with this with Twitch that us fellow streamers should support each other. I think that's probably more of a I scratch your back, you scratch my back, I scratch yours sort of thing. I'm also on YouTube, Cancun. Yeah, I don't blame you. I've been in streams where there's like a ton of people, and it's not that they don't acknowledge you, the streamer. I can't imagine. It's got to be hard to like follow the chat and to like keep up with everything. So I don't blame the streamer for that, but it gets. I imagine it gets pretty difficult. Um, well, yeah, because there's so much going on, and everyone's talking about something else, and then you gotta tag people, and then you gotta it's just yeah, that's usually the streamers I follow. I follow a couple of them that have a ton of them, but usually the ones I really watch a lot are the ones with like 10 to 15 people max. just because then it's easier to chat with people that way, and the streamer kind of gets involved too. So I know what you mean. Um, I'm gonna do my shameful plug here. I'm also on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, I don't know if you're a YouTube person, but type in Phantom Limb Gamer. Phantom Limb, by the way, in case you're wondering, I'm a left below knee amputee, and I have a prosthetic leg, so that's why I went with Phantom Limb Gamer. Anyways, I'm on YouTube, Phantom Limb Gamer. I'm also on Twitter at GamerLimb, if you're a social media or YouTube guy. But but yeah, I put all my videos from Twitch on there. And I'm gonna work on some original content. I'm actually taking some time to learn like all these Adobe programs, so I'm gonna like try to make it look professional. But anyways, thank you so much for the chat, King Koom. It was really nice chatting with you. And again, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate the support. You have a good day too, man. Hope to see you again. Just jump in anytime. Take care, man.